Last time on Corpse Party Blood Drive. Oh, it's a bird skeleton! That's creepy!
Good night, good night, good night.
Oh god! I am one of those people that, like, if shit like this happened to me, I'd be like, I'm going home. Yoshie, that's Sachiko's mother. Oh! Yay! Hello, new best girl! Teeth? Why does have tooth in hand? Hashtag justice for Sayaka. Sachiko is a direct descendant of the Shinozaki line. For her to house an entire dimension within her body, would you like to see your dead friends again? Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive. So, last time we went and investigated the really creepy apartment of Makina Shinozaki and, got way in over our heads! Because Ayumi is very dense and doesn't know that she should rely on her friends more. And she was actually saved because this girl on the right here, Aiko Niwa, decided to tell her friends where she went, and so they were all able to go there and make sure she was okay. So yeah, now Aiko has been explaining to them about, like, the truth about, like, how Heavenly Host actually formed in the first place, and about how it was basically created by Yoshie Shinozaki so she could reunite with her dead husband. But then it fucked up, and because of that, Sachiko literally absorbed the entirety of the dimension into herself to save her mother. And then when, of course, Sachiko was murdered, it caused the dimension, of course, to come out with Sachiko as the one who has all the power there. And said that since we dethroned Sachiko, basically it's still there, but there is just, like, no one there to manage it anymore. Which is worse, because more than likely that means something else had to fill that power vacuum. But last time Aiko also mentioned that she may have a way to bring our friends back from the dead. Which I think is too good to be true, but Ayumi and Yoshiki are definitely willing to go for it. So yeah, that certainly got our attention. We both perked our heads up immediately. Spirits that have died in the Nirvana are said to roam its grounds, trapped and unable to find rest. As such, your friends' souls may still exist on that plane. There are actually a number of useful magics listed in the Book of Shadows. Aside from the spell Yoshie used to create the new Nirvana, there's also a spell of revival. Well, yes, but it didn't work! We tried it! It went poorly! Nakashima and I knew about that one all too well. Forcefully returning a life to this plane is, of course, dreadfully taboo, as it's considered an affront to the will of God by virtually all religious organizations. Yes, that would make sense. It's also an affront to nature. When something dies, it's not supposed to come back. Huh? Shinuma seemed a bit more confused than he probably should have been, though I suspect the look on my face may have had something to do with that. I'd performed that spell, the very one Aiko was describing. It took hours, failed miserably, and killed my sister. All at once, the guilt returned. I lowered my head solemnly. Aiko grinned at me. I had the sinking suspicion it was because she somehow knew what I was thinking, though I couldn't be sure, and I certainly didn't know how she would. Oops, I did not mean to skip that, oopsie. Still, who cares about bullshit like that, right? You can be blasphemous. You can break every commandment. Bring it on. You'll do whatever it takes to resurrect your dead friends. No. All you have to do is find that book and cast that spell once more within Heavenly Host Elementary. Your chances of success would be much, much higher there, don't you think? Why would they be higher there? Why would they be higher there than in the real world? That makes no sense! This make no sense! Oh no! I screamed so loud and bumped my computer desk so much that my microphone fell over. Oh no! Oh no! I fix it. There we go. Okay, either way, how would that work? Hold on. Do you have any idea what you're saying? What happens if things get even worse? I didn't exactly mean to interrupt Kishinuma, but quite honestly, I didn't even realize he was talking. I was too focused on what Aiko had just said. You know about it, don't you? About our failed attempt at Yoshie's place. Me and Nakashima. Aiko tilted her head at me. That same wry smile creeping across her face. She'd gone from cold and emotionless to knowing and expressive in a mere instant. I don't think we really believed what was happening to us. It was like a dream. What we saw was impossible. What we experienced was impossible. I thought I was going insane. It shouldn't have been possible. We shouldn't have done it. I want to put all of this behind me. But it was real. Aiko pointed to the scar on my neck, then went one step further and lightly brushed it with her hand. Oh boy. I could feel that touch deep within my soul. I suddenly found myself swallowing my next breath, practically choking on thin air. See? You came in contact with something ordinary people could never even imagine. Do you really think you can just turn tail and run from that now? I looked down again, trying my best to avoid Aiko's gaze. Do you really think I can do it? When had I started crying? I raised my head again, intent upon looking deep into Aiko's eyes as she answered my question, but she looked so blurry through my tears. I could tell, though, that she was smiling at me. It was the same expression, her new standard. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Can you be more specific? Can I really? Yes. What is it? I want to hear you say it. What exactly is it that you wish to accomplish? Can I bring everybody back? Nicely done. Aiko patted my head as one might a dog's after a successfully performed trick. I forgot how much of a bitch Aiko was at the beginning, because, like, I still love her. I still think she's still one of my favorite characters. But, like, yeah, she is definitely kind of a bitch. What the grimoire produces are miracles, spawned from the wisdom of the witches. And those miracles hold the power to bend fate, even if that fate is set in stone, so to speak. You are a descendant of the House of Shinozaki, a family of immensely powerful practitioners of magic, and since Hinoue is no longer with us, this is something only you can do. My confidence was being bolstered by the minute, though in retrospect, this was likely Aiko's aim. Nonetheless, if there was still something I could do for my friends. But wait! I don't even know where the Book of Shadows is anymore. Plus, you're no longer able to travel to Heavenly Host by way of the Sachiko Ever After ritual now that Sachiko is gone, correct? Yeah, that's right. That's what Yuki said anyway. Yuki Kano, a girl from the school. Aiko once again placed the bluish-white Magatama stones from the box in her hand, this time fitting them together, though not quite the way they were supposed to interlock. That's where these come in. What are they? They house an exceptional amount of spiritual energy, as one would expect, given that they're spirit items from the Shinozaki line. The voice I heard told me about them. They're called Ever After Stones. Ever After Stones? I leaned forward despite myself. The name sent a shiver down my spine, but now that I'd heard it, I had to know more. These two are one. Fit them together like puzzle pieces and chant, Nirvana, I summon the dead. And all who are in direct or indirect contact with them will be spirited away. We both flinched at her chant, but Aiko just smiled. She must have intentionally oriented the stones the wrong way so the charm wouldn't activate. It's the same when you return. She tossed the stone she'd been holding in her right hand onto her left, then clacked together with the other one. Strange, isn't it? This girl taught me the technique herself. Aiko gazed longingly at the stones. She was clearly utterly enamored by them. It seemed as if they were the key factors in unleashing her newfound emotional expressiveness. Oh, whoopsie. But my focus was elsewhere. Without a doubt, the items Aiko now held in her left hand were extraordinarily dangerous. Possibly the most dangerous, horrific objects in the entire world. Yes! Yes, they are! Oh my god, thank you for realizing that! However. Why, however? There should be no however! While Aiko was ogling them with her left hand, her right was feeling around for something in her breast pocket. She slowly removed it, producing an old black and white photograph. When had she taken that? It was the same photograph I'd seen at Makina Shinozaki's house the previous night. Depicted a young Yoshie alongside her mother and Makina. When Yoshie was in her teens, she adored her Aunt Makina, and would often go over to her place for a visit. The Shinozaki family, world famous for their spiritual abilities, and this was when it all started. The surviving elder of the Yagura Society felt it was too dangerous to leave these items with the Martubas. With the Martubas? So he came here, intending to seal the Book of Shadows away from them. Whoa, wait, why did that happen? But he felt it would be even more dangerous for the book and stones to remain together. So while he gave the book to Yoshie for safekeeping, he gave the stones to Makina. The Gora Society. Matubas. I'd never heard those terms before at all. And then there was that damn Book of Shadows again. Why did that have to keep coming up? I mean, like, it's the key to all of this, seemingly. You removed Sachiko Shinozaki from that school, and in doing so, you created the perfect storm of opportunity. Two-way travel to and from that dimension is now possible. It's no longer a one-way road. A new spiritual hotspot, something not of this world, has been born. She thrust the ever-after stones toward me triumphantly and continued to make her pitch, growing more excited by the second. I was legitimately speechless. What could I say? Keep accidentally pushing it. Don't you see? That place is a gold mine! People can no longer claim the world of spirits is fake, or that spiritual investigators like myself are lying. It's all different now. Occult research can be legitimized. I'm even considering bringing people to that cursed dimension on tour if I can, to make a little extra cash. That is a horrible idea! That is just the worst idea you could ever have! You have never been there! It is bad! No! Aiko, no! Stop it! Kishinuma and I both reacted to this preposterous suggestion with a start. She couldn't possibly be serious, could she? I've deleted the proxy doll data from Naho's blog, so no one will be able to jump that way anymore. Only I possess the means to enter that place now. What could she possibly have been thinking? I wanted to stop her at once. I wanted to take those stones and break them right there on the spot before anyone else got hurt. That would have been the smart thing, but then we wouldn't have a game. But when I begin conducting these tours, however, I want to make customer safety my top priority. And you seek your friend's spirits, do you not? Well, reinvestigating that dimension could help you reach that goal. Our destinations are the same, Ayumi. Aiko leaned in as she spoke. Her breath, scented with sugary sweetness of the extravagant desserts we'd been eating, tickled my nose. Interesting. Interesting! Like, the descriptions in this game are really good. So what do you say? Let's go back to Heavenly Host Elementary together. One more time, shall we? Well, you've never been there. I know that. Because you're not stupid. Well, I mean, then again, you want to go there, you know, so... I really wanted to conduct tours using the paper dolls, but missed my chance. Now, though, I have these lovely stones. I feel this must be fate, and I can make a business of it. Aiko seemed like she was on top of the world. That just made me all the more disgusted with her. I mean, it would. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing, though. I mean, like, part of what she said is not bad. Like, the idea of, like, legitimizing, like, you know, the spiritual plane and everything, like, having people, like, realize, hey, this shit actually exists. Like, that in and of itself could be worth it, but, I mean, like, I wouldn't just, like, going there willy-nilly is just a bad idea. So, how about it? On the other hand, she was offering me a chance to save our lost friends. And however remote that chance may have been, it stacked the odds frustratingly in her favor. I still couldn't just say yes, but I also couldn't say no. Honestly, I resented Aiko for putting me in this position. I glared at her for a moment before I said anything. I can't answer that right now. Give me some time to think it over. I'd almost forgotten Kishinuma was there. Yeah, he's been here the whole time! Sudden waves of guilt washed over me. He had an absolutely incredulous look on his face. I couldn't bear to see it, so I looked away. Well, yeah, because he's like, listen, Ayumi, we barely survived last time! Going back is a bad idea! Yoshiki is the smartest person, because he follows his instincts, and they're keeping him alive! We don't know where the Book of Shadows is anyway. Plus, how do we know those stones can actually do what you say they can? There's no way you could have already tried it, right? Aiko smiled. She oriented the two stones so they'd form a perfect yin-yang symbol, then slotted them together once again. Immediately, the stones began glowing with a bluish-white hue, and a stream of energy started to form around her. You gotta be kidding me! I continued smiling and looked directly into my eyes. No need to decide now. Think it over. Yes, it's true, the full range of these stones' power has yet to be tested, so their true danger is, as of yet, undetermined. She slowly separated the stones as she said this, and the energy surrounding her dissipated. But they're from the home of Makina Shinozaki, a prominent branch of the Shinozaki tree. Their authenticity and the credibility of my intelligence is hard to dispute. Hell of a thing. Can I see them? Kishinuma didn't wait for an answer. He grabbed the Ever After stones from Aiko's hands and began examining them carefully. Hard to believe this is what was in that box. You weren't planning on keeping these stones all to yourself, were you? Aiko seemed taken aback by the question. Way to go, Kishinuma, you managed to catch her off guard. Half the credit for finding them is due to Shinozaki risking her skin, after all. Aiko seemed to ponder those words for a moment. Well then, let's make sure neither of us can go by ourselves. We'll each keep one of the two stones. Alright, give me one, Kishinuma. Sure thing. Kishinuma plopped one of the stones in my hand, then slipped the other back into the drawstring pouch Aiko had brought them in and closed it up. There. And then he casually handed the pouch back to its rightful owner. Feel free to give me a call anytime you'd like. And don't worry, I'll even help you find the Book of Shadows. Free of charge. Aiko flashed us the biggest, most gregarious smile I think I've ever seen. Oh god, I haven't heard that word in a long time. And when we do find it, you will go with me, won't you, Ayumi? I closed my eyes and gave something like a half-hearted half-nod, lowering my head without raising it again. It was interpreted as a yes, but I'm not sure I meant it that way. Good. That being the case, it's on me today. Aiko got up and grabbed the check. No, I'll pay for mine. I took out my wallet. I had no desire to be owing this person anything. Aiko just smiled. Dutch it is, then. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I'd like you to have this. Aiko handed her thoughtograph to me. Now, it's not going to bite you, and I'm not asking any money for it, so please, just take it with my blessing. I despise her. I'm not surprised. She wants to have tours of Heavenly Host. That is the worst idea ever. Me too. Suzumoto, Shinohara, Morishige, and Miss Yui. As soon as I'm done with those 4, I'm breaking the stone. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Better make sure to break the other one, too, while you're at it. Ha! As if he'd been waiting for his cue, Kishinuma pulled the other stone from his pocket. So he put something else in the pouch. Huh? Kishinuma? She doesn't know what it's like in that school. I mean, she was actually getting excited about going there. So I helped myself when she wasn't looking. Kishinuma! That's amazing! You're terrible. Hey, serious business calls for serious action. Though, Shinozaki, I don't know how to say this exactly, but about the whole resurrection thing. The whole situation with Suzumoto's and the others should probably be left alone, don't you think? You've gone through so much already, and have come really close to dying. And I don't think any of them, not Suzumoto, Miss Yui, Shinohara, or Morishige, would want that. But that might not be true. No, I'm pretty sure that's true. Pretty sure that, like, here's the thing. If I died in, like, that horrible, hellish place, I would not want my friends to put themselves at risk of, like, joining me. Like, you know, here's the thing. If they managed to do it successfully and I came back, yes, I would be grateful, but I would still be angry at them for, like, trying to do such a thing. And I would say, no, don't do that. That's being stupid. Damn it, Shinozaki, just stop. Do you know how much Satoshi and Nakashima are worrying about you? I'm sorry. But Kishinuma, please. You have to understand. I just need a little more. I need you to humor me for just a little bit longer, okay? Please, just let me do this. Fine. But listen, you're not doing this alone. I'm gonna keep one of the stones. Okay. Oh! 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 Oh, that's adorable! It'll be alright, you know. Turn my gaze to meet Kishinuma's. My eyes must have looked like saucers, windows into a mind full of worries, ideas, and fears spurred by this unexpected turn of events. If anything happens, don't hesitate to call me, okay? I'm here for you, and I don't want you blindly rushing into dangerous situations like you did yesterday. I may not be able to offer much, but I'm confident I can at least protect you from harm. Oh my god, I love him! Kishinuma patted me on the head reassuringly as he said this. I had no idea how to react. I mean, hug him? Hug him? Hug him. You know, maybe a kiss on the cheek or something. I don't know. He likes you, goddammit! I felt warm and safe, but also a little annoyed. Much like a younger sister being simultaneously comforted and scolded by her big brother. All I could say in response was, okay. I could feel my eyes still bulging from my head, opened as far as my eyelids would allow. I imagined how I must have appeared to Kishinuma and was momentarily embarrassed. But he likes you, and that's what's adorable. Come on now, let's get you home. Now, the one thing I like is, like, you know, all the models are virtually the same size, which is a little weird to me. Okay. Am I playing? I am playing. Okay. Ready to head home? Not. Alright, just let me know when you're good to go. Okay. Hello. He's late. Seriously, what's he thinking? That boy needs a boot to the head, I swear. A boot to the head, eh? Trying to see if there's anything, like, I can do here. I don't think there is. I just left him on the other side of the road. Where are all the people? The street seems unusually quiet. Or is it just because of the late hour? Yeah, her hand is still all bandaged up and everything. Wonder if that's just gonna be a constant the whole game. I remember running up these stairs with Mayu Susumoto. At the time, it never dawned on me that the legitimacy of these memories would ever be called into question. Why would it? When you graduate, transfer, or get married, you're always able to see one another as long as you're both alive. But in this reality, it's as if Susumoto never existed. Okay. That was a small little thing that I liked. Ready to head home? Okay. Come on then, let's go. I'm home. Welcome back. News of yet another bizarre death has just come in. This time a Mr. Okabe, who was discovered within the city at this location, having suffered a broken spine. The Tokyo map was displayed on the television screen, marked with 2 red dots. The marquee at the bottom provided the headline, "Sudden violent deaths remain unexplained." Dinner will still be a while yet. Maybe you should take a bath first, Ayumi. Okay. Without thinking, I had left the socks I just removed from my feet on the living room floor and began walking toward the bathroom. Hey, socks! Ah! This is a bad habit of mine, so ingrained within me that it almost become a ritual. Mom did well to have caught it so quickly. I grabbed my socks and left the room. Was there a need for that scene? I mean, other than to show that, like, people are still dying from whatever this curse is. Can I really bring them all back? If I use the Book of Shadows inside Heavenly Host this time, it just might work. Set my bag down in my room, quickly and automatically grabbed my sweatpants and spats, and made a beeline for the bathroom. Oh boy, yeah, that scar on her neck. Oh boy. When I got there, I threw my socks into the hamper with purpose, and then began peeling off my school uniform. As I observed myself in the mirror, I began to murmur. Blowback. If I'm not careful, the same thing could happen again. Yeah. Oh boy, that's a bad scar on her neck. These burn marks on my neck and arms were eternal reminders of what I'd been through at the Shinozaki estate. I could clearly remember the agony I went through as they formed. I remember watching them sear into my flesh out of thin air, blood spurting from them as if I'd been knifed. I only survived because Hinoi sacrificed herself in my place. Yeah, sadly. I have to do it. I tried to force self-confidence into my expression. When it wouldn't come, I slapped my cheeks hard. It was in me somewhere. It just needed to be yanked out into the open. You have to do your best, damn it. And of course they have to have the, gratuitous, high school girl naked in a bathtub scene. Why wouldn't we have that? I lowered my head into the water ever so slightly, blowing bubbles in the water with my mouth. Pros and cons of returning to Heavenly Host were racing through my head. I mean, the cons seem to outweigh the pros! But that's just me! This is the power to change fate itself, to rewrite it. And I'm a Shinozaki, so this is something only I can do. I have to show everyone that I can bring them back. Why is she not wearing the towel? Seriously, it's barely wrapped around her there. If only I knew where to find the Book of Shadows. I need to get my hands on it. You seriously gonna look for the Book of Shadows? Your lack of sense never ceases to amaze me. Oh my god, you son of a bitch! You're a peeping Tom! Huh? Ah! This was just about the last thing I expected. I couldn't help but scream. Yeah, no shit! There's a random stranger in your bathroom while you're bathing! It was the same boy who had found his way into my room last time wearing the exact same clothes. He spoke to me without once turning his head to look in my direction. Well, at least he's being considerate. So you know about the Nirvana now. So you finally piece it together and realize what you have to do. He smiled, still facing away from me. It was a confident yet sinister grin. Why? Why and how? Hiding one's presence is about as basic a spell as they come. There's no need for the blown gasket. You are in her bathroom while she's bathing! As for why I'm here, it's to remind you. Remind you of who you are and what you have to do. Your bloodline carries with it a certain responsibility, after all. You... Pervert! Stalker! Molester! I'm calling the cops! Oh god, you must have smacked him. My face must have been as red as fire by this point. Oh wow. Ooh, he is... I really don't like this kid. Shut the fuck up, titless! Who are you calling a pervert when you've got a body of a grade schooler? Ain't nobody gonna want to see a washboard like that. You... son of a bitch, you take it back. She and Kishi Numa are gonna have all the babies someday, so fuck off! What? My head felt like it housed all the blood from my entire body. I imagined myself white as a sheet below the neck and flashing red above it, on the verge of a megaton explosion. Just listen up. The Book of Shadows is back in the Nirvana. It happened when you messed up at the Shinozaki estate. Here. He handed me the thoughtograph from Aiko. When did you... what are you trying to pull? Just look at it, you blind bitch. Here. Right the fuck here. I grabbed the photograph from his hands as angrily as I could muster, then backed away slightly, putting as much distance between me and him as humanly possible. It was definitely the same picture of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko had shown us earlier, but now I noticed she was holding something in her other hand, too. Is that the book? Does Yuki have the book? Oh, we gotta find Yuki! Yuki has the book. It was a hardbound book about the size of a typical desk dictionary, and though I could barely make it out, there was a certain aura to it that looked an awful lot like a face. God, it is! If you want to use its power, you gotta go back to the Nirvana. Or should I say, back to Heavenly Host. Jump over there and get the book, and then maybe, just maybe, you can make your wish come true? He stuck out his hand and pointed directly at my face, then lowered it down toward my abdomen. He was now inexplicably pointing at my lower body, but as soon as I started to get self-conscious, he flipped his hand over and opened it, exposing his palm. There was another piece of 10-yen gum cupped there, same kind as before. Not sure why I took it, but I did, without even thinking. As soon as the exchange was made, he immediately turned toward the bathroom window, apparently preparing to make his escape. Who are you? And why me? My questions seemed to stop him in his tracks. Aren't you going to explain all this? I wasn't about to drop my guard, especially given the obvious advantage this boy had over me. But he didn't seem like he'd come to attack me or anything. Rather, it almost seemed like he was trying to lead me somewhere, to show me the way. I can't answer that just yet. He turned his head toward me just enough that I could catch a glimpse of the eyes beyond his hood. They were ice blue in color, but gentle and sincere. He smiled once more as he leapt out the bathroom window. I was kind of dumbfounded. I had no idea how to process what had just happened. What's wrong, Ayumi? Are you okay? Mom barged into the bath, brandishing a broom. Well, that would make sense. It was probably the first thing she could find to fend off potential intruders. Bad she hadn't been a moment quicker. All I could do was squat down on the cold bathroom floor and stare at her with hollow eyes. There was no way to adequately explain any of this to her. was late at night, and I still hadn't bothered changing out of my school uniform. I needed food, though, so I decided to hit up the convenience store on my way back home. I picked up a bottle of olives, a pack of tofu, and some mineral water and other various things to keep me going for a while. The hell's this? I could hardly believe it. There was an occult section at the goddamned mini-mart with all kinds of stupid stuff like spiritual talisman magnets and anti-demon wards. I grabbed one off the shelf at random and looked at the company logo on the backside. PL Promotions Co. Inc. For the last 2 months since we'd gotten back from Heavenly Host, it seems there was a real spiritual boom going on all over the world. Whenever there'd be a strange death or something, the public would be all over it, downright excited about the possibility that it might be supernatural in nature. It was all over TV shows and magazines, too, with independent researchers checking out spiritual hotspots and giving fancy New Age advice to people, just to boost ratings or sales. And now this, exorcism merchandise, next to prepackaged cupcakes and ready-made dinners. God, imagine a world where you could literally be like, you're like, okay, I need some cupcakes, ooh, some TV dinners, those are nice, and, oh yeah, I better get these exorcism talismans, just in case, you never know what can happen. I mean, just imagine living in that world. Get your talismans at the corner store now, huh? Not long ago, I'd have made fun of all this crap. Guess I'm sure not. Guess it's not such a laughing matter anymore, though. Yeah, I know, right? Never thought I'd see the day when I'd pick up one of those things and wonder if it actually works. The item I was examining happened to be one of the spirit talisman magnets. Seemingly the last one in stock. Humph! An old lady suddenly reached around me from behind and yanked it right out of my hands. What? She glowered at me for a moment before taking her prize over to the register. And I just stood there, staring blankly at her as she walked away. The hell. Thank you very much. There are flowers there. Why are there flowers here? Oh yeah. Heard there was a serial killer who'd recently done in a middle school girl around here. These were probably left in the memory of her or something. It's pretty messed up. Indeed it is. Where am I going? I do not know where I am going. Am I going the right way? I do not know. Kishinuma? Wow! Ayumi! Shinozaki, what are you doing here this late? I thought you went home. I did. Sorry to accost you like this. You just got off work? Yeah, I had the late shift today. Wait, don't tell me you've been waiting here for me this whole time, have you? Man, I'm really sorry. No, it's fine. It was actually a really chilly night. I could see Shinozaki's breath dissipating around her chin in short, frequent bursts. It's not fine at all. You're shivering. You can come in if you want. I'll get you some hot tea or something. Thanks. Okay, that's a nice setup. I gotta say, he has a video game console. Proud of this kid. Proud of him. My room was on the second floor of the apartment building. I hadn't been expecting guests, but I had just tidied up for my own sake a little while back, so it was fairly presentable. It looks pretty nice, honestly. Shinozaki immediately sat down on my bed and began sipping the tea I'd made for her. She was holding it in both hands. Probably less for politeness and more just to warm up. This is really good. Isn't it? It's from my sister. She sends it to me all the time. Says it's made from really good leaves. Sound of a large truck driving by seemed to catch her off guard. She was clearly a bit jittery. Unsurprising, all things considered. They do construction at this hour? Yeah. When it gets close to the end of the year, they do all kinds of pointless work out there. It's like this every night. I've been sleeping like crap because of it. That sounds really annoying. Time passed us by at a snail's pace. Shinozaki continued to sip her tea, never once moving either hand from the warm cup. You have the girl that you're crushing on in your, like, one-room apartment. I'm guessing it's just like this in a bathroom. I've actually lived in one of those before. They're not terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible either. She definitely had something on her mind. Something had happened. It was written all over her face. Are you fighting with your parents or something? Don't worry about it. They know I'm here. They do? Yeah. Shinozaki was in my room! I dreamed about this before, but never thought it would actually happen. I know, oh my god! Like, although this is not the best time to make a move on her, considering, you know, creepy kid just saw her naked in the bath, but still. Okay, but, I just kind of want to know, like, what you're doing here this late. Did something happen? He put on the handsome face! He put on the handsome face! You could say that. Seriously? You want to go back to Heavenly Host right now? Seriously, we talked about this like a couple of hours ago! I need a little more time than this, Shinozaki! I was half acting as admittedly this wasn't entirely unexpected. Shinozaki may be a lot of things, but unpredictable is not among them! Please? So you came here to get this stone from me. Took out the Ever After stone I'd stolen from Aiko. Come on, Shinozaki, think about it. Yeah, the stones got all glowy, so they probably can send you over. But what do you actually hope to accomplish once you get there? What if you get stuck again and can't get out? You'll die! And if you die there, your existence will be erased over here. You'll be gone! I tried to be as strong and commanding as I could possibly muster. I needed her to realize what a bad idea this was. He's such a good person! I don't care if I'm erased. I just want to save our friends. I care if you're erased! Save them? The grimoire. The Book of Shadows. I know where it is. The book you were talking about earlier? Yeah. Here, look. She had that thaumagraph thing from Aiko with her and was pointing to the little girl's left arm. It's been staring us in the face this whole time. Look in her hand. That is the Book of Shadows. I didn't have to look very hard to see it, but... Okay, so she's carrying a book. Fine, but do you have any proof that it's the Book of Shadows? No, but I don't think it could be anything else. You don't think? We just have to go to Heavenly Hosts and get it back. Then we can save everyone's souls from the Nirvana. We can finally resurrect Suzumoto and the others. How could I argue with that? There were so many assumptions being made, but she was so sure of herself, so certain that this would work. She wasn't about to listen to reason. Oh! Why did that happen? Why did we see that? Shinozaki shook her head furiously, like some sort of violent shudder. It almost seems like she was trying to shake something loose from her mind. But can these rocks actually take us to Heavenly Host? That girl, Aiko Niwa, was it? There was something just not quite right about her, don't you think? Well, we won't know until we test them, now will we? But if they do work, the souls of our friends are on the line, and I believe we have a real chance of saving them. Shinozaki! She still had deep scars all along her arms, legs, and neck. Anyone could tell at a glance that she just recovered from a serious accident. She sounded so self-assured and so self-confident, but it was hard to take any of that seriously. It was the first time in my life I had found myself tearing up over someone, not being embarrassed that I was crying. Honestly, it surprised even me how deeply I cared for Shinozaki, how much I just didn't want to lose her. My eyes were getting hot and glazed, and I felt utterly helpless. I can't talk about this with anyone else, but you trust me, Kishinuma, don't you? I was at a complete loss for words. I found myself literally scratching my head trying to come up with a good answer. This was Shinozaki, and she'd come to me for moral support, for encouragement, for peace of mind. It was really the first time she'd ever truly relied on me, ever truly counted on me. I knew what I had to do. Damn it. You know what we went through in that piece of shit school. There's no telling what might be waiting for us over there. But if you're sure about this, we should do it. Honestly, I have no idea what the hell you're thinking, but I promised you one thing, and I intend to deliver on that. What one thing? That I'd protect you, no matter what. Shinozaki and I stared into each other's eyes for a moment, each of us trying to figure the other out. Don't worry. Everything will be okay. I tried to force a smile. Shinozaki had basically curled up into a ball at this point. Her tiny body collapsed in on itself for support, but now all of a sudden she unfurled herself and glared at me. I couldn't tell if she was mad or happy or what. Her eyes were like daggers or saucers. I couldn't really make out which. Maybe she'd come here expecting me to actively shoot down her ideas or something. Maybe she thought she'd be alone in this. Maybe she'd figure out what I was up to. Or maybe she'd been expecting me to say exactly what I'd said to her, and maybe it annoyed her. Either way, tears began to explode from her eyes, so quickly that red bags formed under them almost instantly. She then turned back to me, all with one seemingly unconscious spin of her body. Shinozaki, are you okay? During the day, you remember when you patted my head? Seemed like she was trying her hardest not to let herself cry, though it wasn't exactly working. Huh? I did? Yeah, you don't remember? She paused, seemingly waiting for me to answer, but I had no idea what to say, and absolutely didn't want to say the wrong thing, so I just stood there like an idiot. Never mind then. If you don't remember, that's fine. Did he do it without even realizing he did it? God damn it! This was your chance, bro! God damn! Finally, she turned back to face me, her tears mostly dry. Still a little self-conscious about crying, though. She kept her eyes closed, a telltale frown belying her confidence. There was obviously something between the lines for me to read here, but hell if I knew what it was! Here, let me see your stone. Huh? Oh, okay. Shinozaki removed the ever-after stone from her pocket and placed it squarely in my hand. I positioned it next to my stone and stared intently at the two. This was the turning point. What I did next could decide our fate. I couldn't mess this up. Outside my window, I could still hear the sound of construction vehicles driving by. It was now or never. Ha! In a close to one solid motion as I could manage, I opened the window and chucked the two stones out into the road. Yeah! He's trying to keep her safe! He's trying to destroy them so she will be safe! He is fulfilling his promise. Hey! I timed it perfectly and my aim couldn't have been better. Another truck was just about to pass by and the stones were immediately in its path. The sound I next heard was a satisfying crunch. It was a sound of delicate glass-like rocks breaking into pieces. Shinozaki rushed over to the window and directly witnessed the fate of the ever-after stones. As soon as the truck drove by, she collapsed to her knees. Like I said, I'll protect you no matter what I have to... Couldn't even finish my sentence before Shinozaki's palm slammed my face with an incredible force. Loud smack of flesh on flesh echoed through the room. The side of my face was immediately in pain. I began rubbing it with my hand as I looked into Shinozaki's eyes. Her face was filled with tears and her nose was running. She was breathing so heavily her shoulders were bobbing up and down. I never should have trusted you! Shinozaki, listen, I was wrong to believe you'd help me. I should have known better. He's doing what he thought was best to keep you safe, goddammit! She was absolutely hysterical with rage. I mean, it makes sense. You think I could just stand by and let you go back there? Back there? Where death lives? It was my turn to fire back. I was certain I'd done the right thing. How do you even know for sure the book is there? How do you intend to get back? How do you intend to get it back from that girl once you got there? Going over there without a plan would be certain death. I hate you! You're an ass! A delinquent! A worthless piece of shit! Leaving me with those hurtful words, Shinozaki pushed past me and ran out of the room, crying like a child the whole way. I stood back up again, rubbing my cheek where I had been slapped. A worthless piece of shit. Ow. Please, please, God, where are they? Found them. They're okay, but they were run over by a truck. Why would that matter? They aren't just any old stones. You. Yeah, it's him. The method is in your grasp now, wrested from the opposition. It's time to indulge in what you've won, to push forward and put that method to the test. You can make the jump now. You're so much more than those filthy peasants. You can surpass them. You can inject your own will into the fabric of this world. Are you on my side then? Shinozaki! Kishinuma! I'm miles ahead of this trash. Huh? Who the hell? It's that guy I passed in front of Shinozaki's place. They're still intact? Damn it! Shinozaki, give them to me! No! This has to stop. You can't go over there! How many times do you think you can cheat death before death wins? No! Hand them over, damn it! No! Oh, fuck! Bad dog. Ayumi, you asked if I was on your side. I am. I'm your guardian. I was Hinoe's, your sister's protege. I owe a lot to her. My name is Mitsuto Kiriya of the Yagura Society. You were my sister's? Good girl. You remember the chant to unlock their powers, don't you? Then let's get started. Let me see those stones. Oh, bad! Oh, bad! Hold on tight to me. And here, a good luck charm. Don't lose it. What is that? Team Mitsuo's charm, the Argus Cube? Shinozaki, don't go. Don't. I'm sorry. You don't need to worry about me anymore. Shinozaki! You should live the life of a peasant. It's only fitting. Stop! Nirvana, I summon the dead. Shinozaki! Oh, fuck. This can't be happening. Shinozaki. Shinozaki! Damn it. Why? God damn it! Oh, no! Oh, we're back! Where am I? The stench. This heaviness. I remember this classroom! Oh, no! It's Heavenly Host. Huh? Mizuto? Where are you? The Ever After Stones. Yeah, he has them! They're gone! What do I do now? Mizuto must still have them. But without them, without those stones, I can't get back! Mizuto! I'm all alone in this school. Again. God. No, I can't start panicking. He's here somewhere. I'll find him. This is just how it happened last time, too. Except last time you had Kishinuma. Oh my god! Huh? Huh? No one is coming to save you. Die, kill, die, die, die. You should just die. Curse, hate. Like a pomegranate! Head so full of juice. Welcome. No! I want out. I want out of this room! It wasn't this dark last time. Ah! Oh! It's a clock. There's a clock there now. Why is there a clock there? There wasn't a clock like that in here last time. Guess things really are different now. Hope Mizuto hasn't gone too far. I don't know his phone number. I don't think it would work here. Actually, I should leave a message for him. Should you? Oh! Mizuto, it's Ayumi. Please call me. Okay. Good enough, I think. Well, let's see if I can find him anywhere. Can I save? I can. Oh my god. Either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. Bad things is gonna be happening. Very bad things is gonna be happening. But hopefully, we shall not die. And, god damn it, Kishinuma, he did the right thing, but god damn, it really fucked things over for everyone. Ah, god damn it. And like, I knew that was coming, which is why this episode may end up being a little longer, is I wanted to get to that moment. Oh my god. Oh, I love it so much. It's so good, but dear god. Why, Kishinuma? Why were you so stupid? But either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. Yeah, next time we're gonna go examine the school and we're gonna try and find Mizuto because he has our only way home. And he has basically abandoned us. And I do not like him. Not at all. So we're just gonna have to deal with that next time. So thanks again, everybody. And as always, if you enjoyed this as much as I did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe it if you're not already. Ring that bell for all them notifications is. And until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day. My beautiful, beautiful viewers. Hey there. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you consider subscribing to my Patreon so I can keep making awesome videos like the one you just saw. The link will be in the description below, and as always, have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day.